starting off, our fans are incredible. Our school has been doing an awesome job of getting the students excited about coming to games, not just men's basketball, but women's basketball, and that the way these kids have embraced it and the way our fans have embraced us is, it just puts a big smile on your face. I know at the 4:05 there was a timeout, and it was so loud inside the arena. I'm like, look at this here, man. This is pretty cool right now. So credit to our fans, our student body, our administration. It's cool when you have the president sitting right there on front row. It just puts energy in your building. So we're very fortunate that we have such great fans here at Monmouth, and we're thankful to them. Northeastern, I think Coach Cohen's one of the best coaches in our league. I respect him so much, just for the man he is, how he coaches, where he's coached at, for how long he's coached there. I remember when he was an assistant with Al Skinner, and remember how good their staff was with him and Cooley and a couple other guys, okay? And then he gets his job and he stays there for his life. So just a credit to him as a man. And then he has a Coach Murphy on his staff who's 86 years old, who didn't get to make the trip because Coach Murphy's having some respiratory stuff going on at 86, so he didn't get to come. But I remember him when I met Rick Callahan at Syracuse basketball camp as a 13-year-old, and Coach Murphy was the head coach at Hamilton College, a D3 school in upstate New York, and I had an encounter with him just as a coach. And I was a little kid, 13, and he coached me like I played for his team at Hamilton. So I'm thankful for these relationships that over the years this game has brought into my life. And then for these kids, okay, there was a couple times tonight I've been telling my staff, hey, don't yell at them. Let's not yell at them. Let's not get on them too hard. Let's really encourage and help them. And then some of the plays that we made tonight, I was the one yelling at them. Okay, I probably yelled at Jay Ray too hard, Jarrett too hard one time. I feel bad about the Jay Ray one because he's just a kid. I definitely yelled at Abdi a whole bunch, but he needed it with them 7 turnovers. But Abdi, it doesn't bug. Okay, Abdi just keeps playing. He thinks I'm wrong when I'm yelling at him anyway, so it kind of just rolls off his back. I wish more guys could do it like him.
He's another one of those games. Close, 5 minutes to go, down a point. You guys come through in the last 5 minutes. Talk about kind of the progression of this team being able to win those tough games late now.
Well, I think it's because of the schedule we played. You know, everybody wanted to count us out. Everybody talked crazy about me, about how we do it, all the stuff. We've had a solid conference season so far with a chance to still do better. Okay, and it's because they've been in tough situations all year. And it probably was more than I should have put them in. But now it's down the stretch. We're winning games that people didn't have us pick to win. Okay, and we've won, what is it now, 6 out of 8, and nobody seems to talk about that. I didn't even know it was 5 out of 7, and the only 2 we lost was to Towson, the #1 team in our league. That means we're doing fairly well. Now we're in 6, something like that. We're a team that's playing better after a tough 4 on the road and a couple at home, you know, just a tough deal, and we're surviving it. With 2 to go, we're in a good spot, trying to just be playing well when you get down to the tournament, and I think we're doing that.
Abdi, just to kind of get back on track, 3-pointers, 30 points. Just talk about the night.
Yeah, I really was just, Coach Rice be telling me all the time to just play, like, be ready to shoot when I catch it. And today I was doing that. I shot a lot more catch and shoots instead of, like, you know me, I like the flashy plays off the dribble and breaking people down. But, you know, that gets tiring, especially this late in the season when everybody's just putting their hands all over me, you know, just catch and shooting over smaller defenders. That's what I was doing tonight. Got my rhythm going. I prayed a lot this week. Got back in my faith. You know, Ramadan's coming up, so I'm just in good spirits right now, and it went my way tonight.
No, and with him, like, during this time when he wasn't hitting the crazy numbers, he's in the gym just as much. He doesn't stop working on his craft. He started coming in the mornings and eating in the morning so he can prepare for Ramadan, and lifting weights with Micah and trying to gain weight right now because he knows down the stretch he has to be strong for us down the stretch. So he's trying to do all the things right. as a young guy, only a sophomore. Okay, now he's tied the most 30-point games in our school's history. He's only a sophomore. He's had the most three-pointers in the season. Only a sophomore. Okay, who knows if we'll ever have another kid like this? If this kid stayed in school 4 years like Justin, his numbers will be way more than Justin's.
Just to break George's record, Kane, obviously he was such a great shooter. Just kind of put that in perspective.
I know George's probably watching in Greece too, but George stays up some nights. Xander was not watching to see him break his 30-point deal, but he's tight with Zan, so I'm sure first thing in the morning he'll be hearing from Zan. But George was a great player here. What a great story. And what he did here was incredible. You think it's going to stand for a long time, and then you get a kid like Abdi. And making that many threes in a season is unbelievable. But like I said, if he's in college, he'll be making that many every year. That's who he is. And his game will expand. He said he likes to do the off-the-bounce ones. When he realizes just the catch and shoot is his moneymaker, he'll shoot more of those, make more of those, and put himself in even a better position than he's already done. And guys, the other part, every coach, we got some really good coaches in this league, and everybody's trying to shut him down. All right, he's only a sophomore, and every coach has a scheme for Abdi. So that's a credit to this young man and the work that he's putting in.
Book 18 and 8. Let's talk about the play in the front court and what you guys were able to do in there tonight.
I think the guards did a good job of finding us down low, like when the players help, penetrating and kicking. So it's credit to the guards.
What do you see? What's kind of the vibe of this team now? Playing maybe its best basketball last week of the season.
I think we're coming together really well these last couple of weeks going into the tournament. It's credit to the coaches and everybody buying in these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, these guys have been great. I know a lot of people had us counted out, and I understand when you start 0-11. But I kept saying this team is not that team, okay? I overscheduled. I made it hard on them. And now in this tough league, we're right there. And almost, one more win, we'll have at least the same amount of wins as last year. When last year's season, everybody was praising, and we'll have the same amount of wins in conference if we win one more. And we could best that record in our third time through. So we're getting better still. We're in a good spot for this part of the year, and hopefully we can continue to stack wins.
Elon, a team you guys know well, coming here. What are you guys going to have to do well there?
They got a lot of weapons. See, that's the thing with Elon. They got the guards, the twins. They got the big old boy. Then they got the four-man who's having his career year. Can't think of his name. I think it starts with an S, but he's like balling. He's like a go-to guy this year. And then their coach he played at Notre Dame. He coached at Notre Dame. He's one of the nicest men in the world. Reminds me of Hubert Davis, niceness. But he's a competitive coach, and he's doing a heck of a job in a short period of time at Elon. Game got a little bit chirpy down there. Ended on some technicals and some stuff. I even thought I got kicked out for not saying anything, but that wasn't the case. But just another tough one in this league. I'm glad it's at home, so hopefully we can steal that one too.